A helicopter crossed the dusk over Tlatelolco. Witnesses remembered green and red flares splitting the sky. I'm Arturo, and this is Latin Laura. Then a plaza filled with students, families, and neighbors became a trap. On October 2nd, 1968, 10 days before Mexico opened the Olympic Games, a public meeting began in the Plaza of the Three Cultures. The movement demanded that political prisoners be freed, the riot police dissolved, abusive police leaders removed, and officials responsible for violence punished. The government wanted something else: order before the world's cameras arrived. Army units, police, plainclothes agents, and the Olympia Battalion were positioned around the plaza. Near dusk, the helicopter appeared. The flares rose. Members of the covert battalion, identified in testimony by white gloves or white cloth markers, moved towards speakers and movement leaders in the Chihuahua building. Shots followed. Then the army advanced with live ammunition. People flattened themselves against the ground or fled into stairwells, elevators, and apartments. The forces followed them inside, floor by floor and room by room. The record cannot reconstruct every trigger, but the surviving pattern points to special or plain clothes, forces firing from key positions and helping create the confusion used to justify the wider assault. But look at what came next. The government said extremists had provoked the violence, newspapers operated under pressure, bodies were removed, records obscured, and families searched through hospitals, detention sites, and rumors. The exact death toll remains unknown, not because nothing happened, but because certainty itself was obstructed. 10 days later, the Olympic Stadium lights came on. The central truth, however, survived the spectacle. A civilian political movement was trapped, attacked, and then blamed by the Mexican state. The full investigation is available on YouTube at @LatinLaura. Subscribe because October 2nd still refuses to be forgotten.